Morning, guys.
Coach, what are you looking for in terms of a response today? I know you were unhappy with a lot of things the other day.
Just try to improve in all areas.
You spoke, you guys yesterday about nerves and a little tentativeness. How do you shake that out?
By playing another game and going through the experiences again. And, they've practiced well, so we got to play a game. You got to go through the experiences and hopefully have some success and start growing that way.
Wedberg actually shot the puck and scored a goal.
Yeah.
You think maybe that's going to give him some confidence?
He's been, towards the end of preseason, he has, I think, made a concerted effort to concentrate on shooting a puck. Yeah, so you just see right there. I don't think it's a great goal. I'm not sure if it dips or not. I don't know, but it's a shot on net, so something happens and we end up scoring a goal. And as we tried to explain to our guys, shots, bad angle shots, it's probably the best hockey play, because other things, if you don't score, other things happen off of it. And there's a high percentage of retrieving pucks when you put it on a goalie and there's a rebound or something like that. So we're going to keep on trying to concentrate on it. Winnie has certainly done that.
John, you're looking for a lot more tonight, I would assume, from your top line.
Yeah, I mean, it's plain as day. I mean, they were awful. And they readily admit it. I don't expect that out of them ever again. They've been so good for us. I'm not sure if it's our top line. It's one of our lines that defines a little bit of our identity. Yeah, so you know, we've talked about here for now a couple of weeks about trying to make more plays, and our D. I thought one of the strengths of our game was our D was up the ice constantly the last game, which is really encouraging. But we can't forget really the true foundation of our team, and that's our bite, and that's our hardness as a team. That's what that line has to lead the way in, so other lines follow through. Players are going to be able. We're going to try to make plays, but you still have to have your hardness. We weren't hard enough the other night.
And that's got to start right from the jump, right? First couple of shifts.
Yeah, and I mean that. As that game got away from us in the second period, and then we lose our patience in the third a little bit, and we blink. You want to answer right away by just keeping everything simple, getting back to. We're not trying to change the identity of the team. We're not going to be this run and gun team. That's not what we're talking about here. And as I said, we're going to go through a period of trying to figure out exactly where this all comes into play. But there's no question. The bottom line and the identity of our club is our hardness and playing underneath the hash mark. We need to get to that right away.
Coach, what you learned about Joe Pavelski during your time together?
Well, Joe's such a. I've had him for a number of years in the international tournaments, and he's such a professional. He's a guy that does everything really well, all offensively and defensively. I used him as a sounding board in a number of different situations there in the World Cup, although it was a short stay for us. But, you know, you can't do nothing but respect that guy as far as what he's done in his career and how he handles himself, too. Forget about what he does on the ice, just how he handles himself. So in the years that I've known him, I just have a tremendous amount of respect for him.
John, we won't see, I'm assuming you're going to be off tomorrow.
Yeah.
How do you plan to use these next 4 days? Is this,
You're way ahead of schedule there, young man. Don't even. I'm thinking about. We had our pregame skate, worked a little power play. Now we're worried about the game. So I know you're trying to get your Sunday article ready, maybe, but not for me. You can get it from someone. Yes, you can get it from someone else. Don't ever say that to me. I'm thinking like a journalist. Same thing. It's the same responsibility. Prouder's he's not a Nudavera. He's not a Werenski. It's a different type player. He's a hard-nosed defensive guy under the hash, but that does not stop him from accepting the responsibility of joining the rush. If we want to enhance our scoring and score some goals in these games as we go through a long year, he needs to take that responsibility also, and he has the ability to do that. Again, you can't call him an offensive defenseman, but you have to get that into your game. And so, yeah, the responsibility falls on him to get involved.
John, have you spoken at all with Gregory Campbell, or are you surprised he hadn't gone yet?
I have spoken to Gregory a couple of times out of respect for him, and it was a hard one for all of us here because he's such a good man. The last conversation, and I'm not going to tell you our conversation, but it was a couple of days within that frame when we did waive him. I have not spoken to him since. I left it open if he needs more clarification or he needs anything from me. I'll talk. I'll answer any question he has, but I have not spoken to him since.
When was the last time you did spoke? Today's Saturday morning. Was the last time you talked to him?
It was probably the day after the transaction.
John, Zach was disappointed in being on the ice for 3 goals. Do you expect an improvement out of him just because he's got that first one out of the way and he's got a piece of tape that he can...
Yeah. I think as I think all of us have tried to find our way, it's understanding momentums of games. He ends up getting schooled a little bit by a veteran guy on one of the goals where he thinks is going to be an easy D-to-D play to his partner, and Marchand jumps in between them. Those are all little lessons he's going to learn as we go through here. So there are going to be those types of bumps. The biggest thing with Zach is he has a gear that a lot of people don't have. That's the gear we want him playing in at all times. He's such an exceptional player, but he also has another gear that I don't think a lot of guys do. And that's part of my job in coaching and trying to get him in that gear as often as possible and sustain that.
Thanks.
Thanks, guys.
Thanks.